Julian, your key is to just refer to everybody by their numbers the way coaches do. That's your trick to avoiding those moments.
Alrighty, and wrapping things up today will be Phil. Just a reminder again, raise your digital hand. We'll call you. We'll start things off with Rich. Rich, you're on mute.
There we go. Hey, well, I guess you knew this week was coming, huh? But anyway, it looks like Notre Dame is an extraordinary team at getting off the field on third down. They lead the league. You guys are very good at long, sustained drives. Just talk about that power on power thing that you'll be seeing this weekend.
Yeah, they mix things up on their coverages and just defense in general. They've got some really good players, so it's not surprising that they're very efficient on third down situation, but that's something that we work on, and we're going to have the answers, so we just got to make sure to execute.
We'll go next to Andy.
Hey, Phil. I know you grew up watching Pitt and Notre Dame. You already played Pitt this year. Did you learn anything from that game in terms of reeling in emotions, controlling excitement, nerves?
Yeah, I think so, because at the end of the day, you just got to focus on the numbers, the players out there. You know, you can't let it affect you as any personal connection, anybody that you know. You just got to focus on the defense, focus on the offense, and play the game. So it just makes it a little bit more fun whenever you know the guys that you're playing up against.
We'll go next to Trevor.
Hey, Phil, could you just describe your approach throughout the week in terms of staying in the right headspace? Do you like play video games or do yoga or like go for walks, or like what do you do to stay fresh and make sure you're in the right mind for mind?
I just hang out with the guys. Yeah, any of the downtime, just go talk about the game, the offense, or just hang out with. We've got a close group, I think, mainly because we've been in quarantine, so we're not allowed to see anybody else. But we've been hanging out a good amount, so just hanging with the guys.
We'll go next to Ken.
Hey, Phil. Some of your former Notre Dame teammates spoke very highly of your friendships with you. How hard is it going to be this week to basically turn off the cell phone, as athletes like to say in the majors and in the NFL and stuff?
Yeah, we've been talking throughout the year, especially the guys in my class. We're still pretty tight. And this week, though, we haven't talked too much. I know they want to beat me badly, and same with me. So we're not friends out in the field, but, you know, I've got good relationships with a lot of those guys.
We'll go next to Kevin.
Hey, Phil, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks. So obviously a lot of emotion behind this game, but on top of it, you have the red bandana game as well. What's that mean to you to be able to play, you know, your first red bandana game?
Yeah, it's something that I didn't know about before getting to BC, but just learning the story of Wells and what he did on 9/11, it's very powerful, and it's a good example for everybody to just the bravery that he showed. And being a BC student, I think it's just really, really cool how we can celebrate what he did in the game.
We'll go next to Julian.
Phil's going.
How's it going?
Well, I'm kicking. So I was curious, right? Like, even if you didn't necessarily play as much as you would have liked in Notre Dame, were there things that you learned just from being in the program and being around the atmosphere that you were able to kind of carry on?
Yeah, definitely. I think I learned a lot just being there, because it's a team that they've won a lot of games. They've been in big primetime games that I didn't play in, but I got to see how they prepare. A lot of good players, a lot of NFL players. Just be able to practice with them, be around them. I learned a lot for sure.
We'll go next to Matt Vittori.
Phil, does it feel like that now that you're here, you've got the you're on the path that you want to be on, to be the quarterback that you want to be, to be the kind of the guy and the leader that you want to be? Does it feel like this decision is proving to be what you wanted it to be, to being here?
Yes, definitely. I've felt that for a while now, for months. Throughout this whole season, I just feel like I keep getting better week by week. You know, it's had its ups and downs, but it's been a joy just playing, just going out there again and competing, playing. It's really switched it around for me. Um, I feel like I'm in the right place for sure. There were a number of reasons why I just wasn't working out at Notre Dame, and I grew very frustrated. But now I'm just having fun with it and just looking forward to keep getting better.
Was there a moment that it hit you? This was the right call, that you're where you're supposed to be? Was there a moment either in a game or a practice or just with your teammates that became apparent?
Right from the start, I felt good about it. Felt good about the situation, the guys, the coaches. But really, I didn't know until we started practicing and we did the months of workouts, and I just felt myself growing more comfortable. Just feeling like I'm playing better, feeling better about everything. And throughout the season, I think it probably hit in the season once we're playing games and we were on full go. That's whenever I knew, like, yeah, this is the right decision. This is where I need to be.
We'll go next to Matt Fortuna.
Hey, Phil, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Is there a part of you that wishes almost that you weren't playing Notre Dame this year and you didn't have to deal with all these questions and kind of become the center of attention unwillingly this week? Or is there a real chip on your shoulder going into a game like this?
I'm excited to play them. We'll try to treat every team the same as just opponents that we can beat and how to beat them. So it doesn't really matter, but I think this is a special game just because I played there. I know all the guys. So it's just going to be fun. Like, you got to treat it as it's a fun game that we get the chance at playing the number 2 team in the country. So, it's a great opportunity for us. You have to be excited.
We're going to take 2 more. First with Tyler.
Hey, Phil, good to see you.
Good to see you.
I saw in a story that you said choosing Boston College, you went for the people and didn't necessarily go for the brand. Is that people over brand concept something that you feel is embraced at Boston College, and how is that sort of contrasted with Notre Dame?
Yeah, obviously Notre Dame has a great brand for its school and football, and whenever I hit the transfer portal, I didn't want to go to a school based off of the school, based off of the fans, anything that really didn't matter to me. The only things that mattered to me whenever I was leaving, sitting down with my parents, they said, you have to throw everything out of the window other than what coaches are really looking to help you out, really going to develop you and be on your side. So that's really the main thing I was looking for. And I found it with Coach Hafley and Coach Signetti.
And we'll wrap things up with Julian.
Phil, kind of on the flip side, right? Like, how difficult was it to actually just bring yourself to the decision to be like, all right, well, this is not working out, and I really have to make a decision, because it's not just it's changing schools, changing locations. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
more. How was it to just be like, all right, this is it. I'm gonna make the leap.
Yeah, it was tough. I'll say that, because Notre Dame, it was my dream school growing up. There's a lot of great things about Notre Dame. The school, just how much they win, the culture of it, the players. There's a lot of good people there. There really is. But for me, football was really changing for me. I was debating about switching positions, because I don't think I could have done another year just sitting the bench. I had to go play somewhere. I was really, really down. I was basically on the brink of not playing quarterback. And so at that point, I was just talking to my family. They're like, you have to go somewhere to play.
Switching to what?
I don't know, trying to play something. It's really tough not being able to play and not be able to showcase what you can do. It just grew frustrating for me. I wanted to just get on the field however I could.
That's crazy. Thank you.
Guys, thank you very much for all the questions today. We appreciate it. Phil, thank you very much.
All right, thank you.